Hey YouTube, time for my September 2015 reptile, amphibian, and aquarium room update. Alright, let's get started.
Let's do this!
Alright, so this is my buddy Reptar, bearded dragon. He is in a homemade tank. It measures 4 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot. I really simplified everything from the last video. Got rid of a lot of the plants. He had a couple days where he was throwing tantrums and just tore everything apart, so simplified everything. Still looks nice though. For substrate, I use a mixture of washed and sifted place sand and calci sand. He's got it kind of messed up right now, but I don't feed him anything live in the tank anyway, so I don't have to worry about impaction or anything. Reptar gets crickets daily. And every so often, like every couple days, I'll give him a couple hornworm or a couple super worms or a hornworm, or some butter worms or something. Mix it up a little bit. Keep him excited. His veggie diet consists mainly of collard green as a staple. And I mix up other greens like kale, oregano, mint, Swiss chard, spinach every so often. You know, try to diversify a bit. He likes to sleep in the warm side hide. He spends every night in there. I don't think I've ever seen him actually go into that one, but it's there if he needs it. This is Reptar. He is around 9 months old now. He is a big male. He's about 20 inches long now. He's not quite an adult yet. I'm hoping he'll do a little bit more growing for me. Great looking beardy, very healthy. Alright, so this is the aquarium. I got a couple new additions. Got a little school of lamp-eye tetras. Some people call them red-eye tetras. Really cool looking fish. Also have my 2 mystery snails. Got a black one over here. And I have a gold one up here. Kind of holding on to the side of the tank there. And I have my African dwarf frog. Of course, this is Sushi. It's a crown tail beta. Got some awesome colors on them. Everybody's doing great. And if you watch any of my other videos, you know that I've been breeding mystery snails. All the little specks in there are little baby mystery snails. They're doing great. They eat a steady diet of brine shrimp. I love it. I believe this species is Pomacia bridgesii. They're doing great. They're probably only about 4 days old. Notice some growth every single day. The tank is flourishing. Got a great balance in there of species. Everybody's happy. Everybody's healthy. I feed the main part of the tank twice a day. Their first feeding in the morning, I give them top fin freeze-dried bloodworms, and I throw in some beta pellets. And then their evening feeding, they get regular bloodworms. These are frozen bloodworms, and as well as frozen brine shrimp. This is probably their favorite. It's the brine shrimp. Pretty straightforward setup. Not pushing the boundaries of the bio load that the filter can handle. I actually have, the filter I have in there is a 30 gallon filter in this 15-gallon tank. Keeps the water crystal clear. Tank looks great. Everybody's happy and healthy. Alright, moving on. Alright, and over here, got my fire belly toad tank. It's Tinder, hanging out in his little cave. So this tank here is standard 10 gallon, which is 20 by 10 by 12, I believe. Got this waterfall and cave area set up, and just got a 10-gallon filter. 10-gallon turtle filter in the back there. Cascades of water down there. Looks pretty nice. He likes to hang out in inside the cave there. So I like to set it up with about 60% water, 40% land, or 70% water, 30% land. They spend most of their time in the water. They rarely hang out on the land. They like to sit in the shallows, kind of like the way he's sitting here. That's the way they like to hang out most of the time. Yeah, they spend like 80% of their time in the water. This guy here, he'll eat about 5 crickets a day. I would totally recommend these guys for any beginner animal lover. The setup is very cheap, inexpensive. They're very hardy animals. They can handle a lot. They're cheap to feed. Very low maintenance. They're fun to watch. They're definitely on my list of best beginner pets. Alright, so over here we got one of my crested geckos. This is Racco. This is the Exoterra Mini, which is 12 by 12 by 18. I upgraded them to a loose substrate. They don't get any live crickets or anything like that inside the tank, so it shouldn't be a problem. They get their Reptar daily. I switch it out every other day with fresh Reptar, and I offer them crickets probably once a week, maybe once or twice a week. This is Racco. It's about 5 months old. They're still too young to, well, they're probably closer to 6 months old now actually. Still too young to tell the gender. Pretty simple setup. Looks great though. Alright, I'll move on to my next cresty gecko. Over here we got JoJo's tank. Pretty much exact same setup. Exoterra Mini, 12 by 12 by 18. I upgraded them to the loose substrate. This is actually Eco Earth that I have in the bottom here, which is just a fine coconut husk fiber. Holds humidity really well, which is one of the main reasons why I put it down. This one and the last one I showed you are both about 6 months old. And these two can't get enough of crickets. I'll put them in the bin with the crickets and they'll eat 6 or 7 crickets each, and then they won't touch their Reptar for 2 days. Some crested geckos won't eat crickets at all. I spray these tanks down once in the morning when I wake up and once before I go to bed. Keep the humidity up in there. Keep their food and water down there. Love the looks of these tanks. Tank looks great. This is JoJo. This one and the last one are both cream Dalmatian. She's about 6 months old. She's super healthy. Gorgeous looking gecko. So this is my subadult crested gecko tank. I named him Arboreus. This is actually a 40-gallon breeder, which is 36 by 18 by 18. I got a new light up there. Big fluorescent strip runs across pretty much the whole top. When it comes to lighting, you can't beat those fluorescent lights. It just make your tank look amazing. I have a couple pieces of real wood in there, just dried and sanded branches. I really don't like using real wood in, especially my crested gecko tanks, just because it's so moist in there, it's so humid. It's, you know, they get waterlogged and start to mold in no time. So those will be temporary pieces of wood in there that I'll have to replace probably within a week or two. A lot of people wouldn't recommend using this size of tank in this configuration, simply because it might be hard for them to find food. It's a lot of room for them to move around, but I keep food on the bottom and the front. I usually keep another one right about there. It's not in there right at the moment. And keep some up here in the canopy feeder. He never has a problem finding food. He loves his rapashi. This particular crested gecko won't even touch crickets. He won't even look at them. When you put him near him, he just kind of walks the other way. Doesn't care for crickets at all. Eats his rapashi like a champ though. This tank, being so big, needs to be misted quite often. I'll spray the whole thing down vigorously. This one I'll spray 3 times a day. I'll spray it really well before I go to bed. I'll spray it down in the morning when I wake up, and then once during the day I'll spray it just to keep the humidity up. Just because of the size of the tank, it doesn't hold the humidity in very well. So you can see he's got lots of climbing options in there. Lots of places to hide. Very nice looking setup. This is Arby. He was hiding away during the day, so I had to wait till the lights went out to get a good shot of him. But great looking gecko. He's a subadult male. It's flame morph. Great looking gecko. Just getting some chunk to him now. Great looking gecko. It's all fired up right now. Not liking the light that I'm shining on him, so I'll let him go back and do his thing. Alright, there you have it. That's my September 2015 reptile, amphibian, and aquarium room. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good one.